Sorry ma'am, na-late ko. Nangita pa mong ko para internet sa kong anak, ma'am.
Ay, wala na yung problema. Pag-sinisibo.
Sinisibo, sinisibo.
For your internet connection,
And for the signal of your cable TV.
so fast and straight that transmission to your home.
Sinisibo.
Sinisibo, sinisibo.
Offers you to have fiber optics.
For your viewing experience, perfect and clear, so fun.
So great and affordable for you to enjoy.
Sinisibo.
Cine Cebu Television Network Incorporated offers fiber to the home broadband internet bundled with fiber to the home cable TV connection. Cine Cebu Television Network Incorporated with its operation in Metro Cebu and the whole province of Cebu soon.
And affordable for you to enjoy.
Sinisibo.
For inquiries, please visit us at www.cinecebu.com. Cine Cebu, connecting communities, creating connectivities.
Usa ka pagtuo, usa ka tingog, usa ka katawhan. Cebu Catholic Television Network.
Pasyal tayo, libutin ang mundo, magawak-kawak ng kamay, sumigaw ng sabay-sabay. Pasyal tayo, limutin ang lungkot, wala nang alok pa sa kalye. Tayo na, tayo na sa ating biyahe. Good afternoon and welcome to PASYAL tayo. On today's Friday episode, we will show you some tips on disaster prevention that we shown a few years back. Naku, nag-i-English na naman ako. So, meron tayong ipapakita sa inyo na isang video sa tulong ito ng DOST at ng SM Supermalls. A few years back pa itong video na to, pero alam ko maraming matutulong ito sa inyo, sa kaalaman tungkol sa mga natural disasters na pwedeng mangyari sa ating bayan. Meron tayong mga ipe-playback na videos na na-request ninyo. Kaya guys, sit back lang and relax and let's enjoy this 30 minutes of educational na pasyal tayo. Kamakailan lang, isinagawa ng SM Cares ang Disaster Preparedness Forum para sa mga PWDs at mga senior citizens. Ang layunin nito ay para mas maging resilient at prepared ang ating mga kaibigan pag nagkaroon ng hindi inaasahang kalamidad. Ngayong taon na ito, nagsilbing speaker si Dr. Renato Solidum Jr. ng DOST Pillbox at Dr. Ted Esguera ng ABS-CBN Rescue. Kasama din si Sir Danilo Chavez ng SM Cares at Engineer Bian Mateo ang Senior Vice President ng SM Supermalls.
Iba't iba ang resulta pagdating sa epekto o damage ng lindol ng iba pang mga malalaking disaster. Una dyan, life loss, namamatay, nai-injure, nasisira ang mga bahay, building, ari-arian. Nawawala ng tirahan ng mga tao at kailangang lumipat. Nawawala ng tubig. Explain mamaya ni Dr. Esguera, ang pinaka-importante sa atin para mabuhay ay hangin. More than 3 minutes without air, pwede na tayong mamatay. More than 3 days without water, pwede na tayong mamatay. More than 3 days without food, hindi pa tayo mamamatay. Mangangayayat lang tayo. Pagdating po sa cellphone, mawawalan po ng cellphone. More than 3 days without cellphone, ano po ang mangyayari sa inyo? Hindi kayo mamamatay, pero baka masiraan na kayo ng ulo. Tama po ba? Napaka-importante po sa atin yung mga yun, pero mawawala yun kapag nagkaroon ng isang malakas na lindol. At marami pa. Kung ikaw ay may-ari ng business, pwedeng mawalan ka ng trabaho. Napakarami. Pero pangunahin po sa atin, hindi mamatay at hindi masugatan. At yun po ang mangyayaring mga guidance, no? Ibibigay sa inyo mga tips para hindi tayo masaktan. Ang mas importante yung ground shaking. Pag lindol po, kapag malapit kayo sa epicenter, ang unang mararamdaman nyo ay mula sa ilalim, parang inaalsa kayo. Pagkatapos ng ilang segundo, horizontal. At pagkatapos ng ilang segundo, yung shaking na galing sa ilalim, hindi naman sila pwedeng lumusot sa hangin, gagapang sa ibabaw. Meron pong pag gano'n ng kilos, parang gano'n. Ang tawag noon ay surface waves. Yung horizontal shaking, ang surface waves, mas matagal, yun po yung nakakasira. Paano nyo malalaman kung yung epicenter ay malapit sa inyo? Kapag ang unang naramdaman nyo, kapag ganyan. Kapag ang naramdaman nyo ay horizontal lang, malayo kayo sa epicenter.
Pinakita din ni Dr. Solidum ang example ng isang magnitude 8 earthquake na nangyari noong taong 1995 sa Kobe, Japan.
Okay, ulitin natin. Kung mapapansin nyo, meron 2 tao nagtatransact ng business sa tindahan. Tapos, parang natigilan sila. Naramdaman nila yung up and down. And then after a few seconds, horizontal.
May inilunsad din na app ang Pillbox para mas madali nating ma-access ang mga fault line hazards at ilan pang hazards sa ating komunidad o bayan.
At makakatulong ang ilalabas naming web application na pwede sa cellphone, pwede sa computer. Meron na tayong fault finder na inilabas ng 2016. 2 pindot lang sa screen, malalaman mo kung nasaan yung fault. Pero itong susunod na app, Hazard Hunter. Lahat ng panganib, lahat ng earthquake hazards, lahat ng volcanic hazards, at lahat ng hydrometeorological hazards ay i-assess sabay-sabay in less than a minute. July 16.
Nagturo naman din si Dr. Ted Esguera ng ilang tips sa ating mga kababayan pag nagkaroon ng hindi inaasahang kalamidad.
Kailangan maturuan kayo ng self-worth. Kaya ko mabuhay ngayong araw. Worth yun eh. Kahit anong turo ni Dr. Solido, pag dying kayo, parang wala lang kayong pakialam, hindi tayo mabubuhay. Kasama tayo dun sa 35,000. Pero merong isang drop over and hold, pag walang upuan, pwedeng gawin. Okay? Gagayahin niyo lang ako. When things start to shake, some people will run, some people might stay because ang layo na kunwari, I cannot prevent people from running. Kahit ano sabihin ni Dr. Salido, people will run. Magagalit lang siya. Naku, tataas at pressure. Meron talagang pasaway na tao, tatakbo. Pag may tumakbong tao, ito ka, pag hindi ka handa, sumabay ka rin. Pag takbo ka rin. I'll teach you how to grab, maybe look for cover and hold on to the ground. Okay? Ganito po gawin natin. Gayahin natin na habang nakaupo. Pag shake, lumod isa. Kneel 1. Everyone, kneel 1. Kneel. Isa. Look up. Tingin sa taas habang nagsishake. Left, right, back. Pag may nahulog, spring up and move. Down.
Yung SMK started since 2004, no? But itong disaster resilience program namin, nag-start to 5 years ago. So, kada taon ginagawa namin to na isang malakihang event sa Mall of Asia. Pero ngayong taon na to, iba yung approach namin dahil gusto namin mas maraming marating na mga lugar at mas marami pang makaalam nitong ginagawa namin, no? Tulad sa sinabi sa mga lecture, no, may mga pagkakataon during disasters na pwedeng maiwanang mag-isa ang mga senior citizens sa kanilang mga bahay, ang mga may kapansanan. So dito itinuturo namin kung paano sila magkaroon ng mas malaking chance of survival kapag ka nagkaroon ng disaster. Alam natin ang Pilipinas ay dinadalaw ng maraming kalamidad. Bagyo, lindol, tsunami. So dapat lahat tayo ay handa. At ito ay isang share namin sa komunidad para maturuan ang ating mga pamilya na maging handa in case of any disasters.
Dapat talaga tayong maging handa sa kahit anong kalamidad para maprotektahan natin ang ating mga sarili at ari-arian.
Discover the beauty of the Philippines. With Philippine Airlines, the country's flag carrier. The airline that lets you feel the warmth of the nation. Mabuhay!
RT-PCR, you have a pre-contagious measurement and a post-contagious measurement, but that's not harmful, right? What you want is contagiousness. Are you contagious at this point of time? That's what antigen testing is. We measure exactly how much virus you have at that point in time. RT-PCR is really for research, for novel viruses. It is used to detect new viruses, not for diagnostics. It takes 8 hours in the laboratory to do an RT-PCR test. Antigen, 15 minutes. I hope that the government uses antigen for this surge. It's fast, which you need, speed, and you can afford it. You can do mass testing or decentralized testing.
Huwag matakot magpa-test. Ito ay para sa atin.
Labanan natin ang COVID-19.
Technology has made our personal and our business lives so much easier. I can be here poolside in Bangkok in casual clothes, and I can communicate with anyone in the world, and all we both need is internet access. However, there are some major drawbacks that I want to get into now. One of which is if you're writing an email and you make a grammatical mistake or a spelling mistake, it can really cost you dearly with a customer, colleague, your boss. Now, if you're speaking with someone in person or over the phone and you make the same error, it may be forgotten right away. It's probably not going to cost you. Another drawback in a technology like emailing or instant message is that you can't really express tonality. You can't express that maybe you're joking about something or you're very serious about something in the same way you can do if you were to be speaking. So in this video, I'm going to give you some real simple pointers on writing an email. It's going to help you avoid silly mistakes, and it's going to help you develop your skills as an emailer. So for this lesson, I'm going to give a sample email. I'm going to make a mock scenario. And in this example, it's going to be a follow-up. I'm an engineer, and one of my senior bosses has put me in charge of a new project. So I've already met with him in person, and he's asked me to give him some projections, some figures. So I'm going to go piece by piece how I would email the boss in this exact situation. So the first, and I'll say in my opinion, the most important part is the subject line. Do not expect the reader to simply recognize you by your email name, to even remember your conversation. You want to be as specific as possible. So if I look at this one, I am going to say, last Tuesday's 3 p.m. meeting. That's going to be the subject line. And that way the reader is going to know exactly what I'm referring to. The greeting is real simple, but also real simple to mess up. So when in doubt, always use Mr., Miss, Doctor, and the last name. Use your judgment. If it's a customer you've had for 5 years and you've been to his house for dinner, a couple times every year, obviously you can use the first name, right? You want to give a thank you in your intro. So sometimes you might not have a thank you if you're just sending an email out of, the cold, you haven't interacted yet. But this situation is a follow-up. You're always going to have a thank you on a follow-up. Why? Because they already took the time either to meet with you in person, talk to you on the phone, communicate through email. In my example, I'm going to thank Mr. Chang for meeting with me, as well as putting me in charge of a new project. The next part, I'm going to respond with the information he was looking for. As I said in the beginning, he was looking for some projections, some numbers. So I'm going to tell Mr. Chang that I have attached the projections you asked me for. I can't simply say, Mr. Chang, here's the information we're looking for, and expect them to know what I'm looking for next. I want to give my boss, Mr. Chang, a call to action, a next step, if you will. I'm going to tell him I am free Thursday from 11 to 4 or Friday from 1 to 5. So in my opinion, the most common mistake, and something a lot of others may miss when trying to explain how to send a professional email, is a call to action. Meaning, you gave the person the information they were looking for, you gave some kind of thank you, and you never asked them for either some follow-up info, you never asked them to meet you again. So it makes it awkward for the person to respond to you, and it kind of wastes your time and their time. So I'm going to give you a very straightforward call to action that I'm going to give to Mr. Chang. To move ahead, I would need your signature on everything in the attachment. I would be happy to meet with you again in Tuesday's location. I am free Thursday between 11 to 4 or Friday 1 to 5. Please write me back with a time that works for you. The close here I'm going to make very short and sweet. I look forward to seeing you again soon. And I'm going to use, in this case, sincerely. You may want to use respectfully. Something like a truly, I think, is better for like a personal type email. One last tip I'll give you is to have an email address that clearly states both your first name and your last name, and your company, if your company provides you with an email address. Don't expect the person to know you by a shortened version of your name or without you providing your last name as well. So I hope this helps you with sending emails, and it also gives you a higher level of comfort than you had before. So for our next video, I want to talk to you about sales. Now, I know a lot of people out there have negative views of salespeople. You may even be saying to yourself right now, I'm not a salesman. I don't need any information on this. Well, if you're an engineer, lawyer, doctor, you're a salesperson. Your customers came to you because somewhere down the line, you sold them on the fact that you were the person that they needed for whatever their particular issue was. So a lot of the greatest influencers and CEOs of our generation and others, we call them visionaries. Another way to call them is salespeople. They were able to sell their vision to others. People like a Mark Cuban or a Mark Zuckerberg or a Bill Gates. They all had a vision that they were able to convince others and bring it to reality. So for this next video, we're just gonna keep it simple and focus on closing a sale, actually getting the customer to agree to do business with you. Okay, Ray, I got your trip all set up to Bali. That will include your plane, your bus, and 5 nights in the hotel. All inclusive, that's gonna be $2,000. All I need to set it up is a debit card, or you can use a credit card as well.
Okay, you can use my credit card.
Okay. Okay, Ray, I have your trip all set up to Bali. So this is going to include your plane, your bus ticket, 5 nights in the resort. It's going to be $2,000. Can you go ahead and pay that now?
Let me check with my wife about the money.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Me and my wife love your reception hall. Is it available on the 27th?
It is free on the 27th right now, and I can hold it for you. I just need your okay on this form.
Okay.
So you said the 27th?
Yep.
Yeah, just give me your signature here.
Okay. Okay, Ben. Me and my wife love your reception hall. Is it available on the 27th?
Yes, it's free on the 27th. I would need you to fill out the contract, however, so I can keep it reserved for you.
Oh, I cannot sign any contracts without my wife knowing it.
Okay, all right. I guess you can get back to me later.
Okay. Thanks anyway.
Yeah, thanks for your time. Okay, Ray, I could provide you with the 12 months of cybersecurity that you're looking for, and we could start it today.
Oh. Let me get back to you after a week or so.
It's up to you. I mean, you could get back to me, but just so you know, because you took the time to actually come in the office and meet with us today, if you do sign up today, I can give you a month's free. So you'd only be paying for 11 months of security.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Okay. Okay, so Ray, we can enroll you in our 12-month program, and that would provide you the cybersecurity you're looking for. We can set that up right now.
Oh, let me get back to you after a week or so.
Okay, all right. Well, you have my phone number. Call me back in a week. If I don't answer, just leave me a voice message, okay?
Okay.
All right, it was great meeting you.
Thank you.
All right, Ray. Did you enjoy the test drive? Could you see yourself in that Camry?
Well, the car drove pretty smooth and it was great.
Okay. All right, why not give it a try?
Well, I'm looking for other options and let me see.
Okay. Well, since you did enjoy the car, the drive, and you said you could see yourself in it, why not give it a try today? If down the line in a couple of years you want to make a change, you could always come here and we could trade it in for a newer model.
Okay, that sounds awesome.
Okay, let me set up the paperwork.
Okay.
All right, Ray, did you enjoy the test drive? Could you see yourself in that Camry?
The car drove pretty smooth and yeah, it was great.
Okay. Well, I can go ahead and set everything up for you to buy today.
I'm not ready to buy it yet. I'll just email you in a week. And let's see.
Okay. All right. Well, I look forward to hearing from you.
Okay. Ben, how much again is the washing machine down at the showroom?
So the one you were interested in is $1,500. We can deliver it to you in either between Monday through Thursday, or we have weekend deliveries as well. So what works better for you?
Do you deliver on Sundays?
Yeah, we can do Sundays. We can do as early as 2 weeks.
Oh, nice. Deal.
Okay. All right. Let's get it set.
Oh, how much again is the washing machine that I wanted?
The one you were looking at is $1,500. I can go ahead and get that set up now for you.
Let me think about it first, and I'm going to ask my wife about it.
Okay. All right, fair enough. When you're ready, just come back and see me, okay?
Okay.
Batuki ang COVID-19. Tulo kahugna sa COVID. COVID sa ilong lang, bitamina C, kasagaran walay hilanat. Asymptomatic, walay simptomas. COVID sa tutunlan, katol ang tutunlan. Panahon sa kaayuhan o sa kaadlaw, paglimugmog og init na tubig. Medyo init ka tubig ang imnon. Paracetamol kung may hilanat. Vitamin C, B-complex. Kung grabe, nagkinahanglan na og antibiotic. COVID sa baga, pag-ubo o kaputas, sud sa upat ngadto sa 5 ka adlaw. Vitamina C, B-complex, limugmog og init nga tubig. Oximeter, paracetamol, oxygen cylinder kung grabe, gikinahanglan ang daghang tubig. Ehersisyo sa pagginhawa, estado nga gikinahanglan ng moadto sa ospital. I-monitor ang level sa oxygen. Kung moabot na gani og 43, gikinahanglan na ang oxygen cylinder. Ayaw itago kining maong informasyon alang lamang sa imong kaugalingon. Ipaambit kini sa imong pamilya o mga higala ang pagpakigbatok sa COVID-19. Hatod kaninyo ning istasyon.
Isa sa masarap na klase ng mani ay ang Canarium ovatum o mas kilala sa pili nuts na sagana sa Bicol region. Alam nyo ba na ayon sa pag-aaral ay marami itong benepisyo dahil sagana ito sa vitamin E, magnesium, nakakapagpababa ng bad cholesterol level. May antioxidant properties at marami pang iba. Kamakailan ay nagpunta tayo sa Binyan, Laguna kung saan nakilala natin ang 18 taong gulang na negosyante na si Val na nagturo sa atin kung paano gumawa ng crispy sweet pili.
From raw pili po, dinideliver po sa amin. Tapos pagka-deliver po sa amin, ilalaga po siya para mabilis balatan. After po niya balatan, bibiyakin pa po sa gitna kasi magkakambal po yan siya. Tapos after po hugasan, syempre po kailangan malinis tayo. Tapos i-drain po natin yung tubig. Pagka-drain po natin, pwede na po natin siyang iluto. So pagluluto naman po, magpe-prepare lang po ng mga ingredients, tapos po ng boiling oil po. Tapos pwede na po siyang iluto kasama po yung mga iba pa niyang ingredients. Plus, lulutuin po siya ng continuous na halo. Tapos 30 to 35 minutes po yung time niya kapag niluluto. After pong maluto, i-drain po ulit natin yung oil. Tapos, isi-set po natin siya din sa mga setting tray natin. So, pag set naman po, tumatagal po siya ng mga 3 to 5 minutes po hanggang sa matuyo po siya.
Pagkatapos maluto ang pili nuts, ay papalamigin ito sandali bago ito ilagay sa mga garapon. At kung mapapansin ninyo, ay kakaiba rin ang paraan ng pagseselyo ng mga garapon na ginagamitan pa ng induction sealer para mas matibay at hygienic. Nagsimula lamang ang kanilang pili business nitong pandemya. At ayon kay Bal, ay wala raw mahirap na negosyo kung ikaw ay magtsatsaga.
Wala naman po nag-start sa super dali po kaagad. Lahat po mahirap talaga. Pero kasi po, kapag po kasi nagtsatsaga ka, hindi mo na po bibilangin kasi yung pagod mo eh. Yung makakaano ka na lang po eh, yung makakaaluan na lang po sa ikabubuhay niya sa araw-araw eh. Kaya po, yung hirap po, ayos lang. Ang nangyayari po kasi, lumalakas ka everyday. Hindi dumadali yung process. Ganun pa rin yung process, mas lumalakas ka lang.
Nagbigay din si Bal ng mensahe sa ibang mga kabataan na gusto ring magsimula ng negosyo.
Kung ano po yung passion nyo rin sa pag-ano. Kasi kapag hindi nyo rin po gusto yung ginagawa nyo, hindi nyo rin, parang super gas-gas na po nung paliwanag na yun. Pero yun po kasi talaga yung secret eh. Yung kung ano, gusto mo po yung ginagawa mo. Ano po siya, tawag din, kahit mapagod ka po, masaya ka pa rin after pangyayari po na yun.
Walang pinipiling edad ang pagsisimula ng negosyo at yan ang napatunayan ng grupo nila Valerie na mayroong Pili Snack business ngayon. Muli, mula sa Binyan, Laguna. Ano guys, nag-enjoy ba kayo? Samahan nyo muli kami sa Monday. Same time, same channel. At ito po ang Pasyal Tayo, Magsuroy-suroy ta. Susunod na po ang Sairi 47 para sa mga mainit na balita.
Iba't ibang karanasan, maraming matutuklasan, bitin ng kalikasan. Pasyal tayo, liputin ng mundo, magawak-awak ng kamay, sumigaw ng sabay-sabay. Pasyal tayo, limutin ng lungkot, wala nang alog, basta kalye, tayo na sa aming biyahe. Bang-bang-bang, tayo na sa aming biyahe.
Mga kababayan, naaba mo'y ipahinungod o gusto i-shoutout diha? Pagpadala og mensahe o video sa ato ang official Facebook page nga nakasulat sa screen og ato nang ipasalida diri sa Magsuroy-suroy ta. Pasyal tayo!